Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel.
Today, the first topic I'd like to start us off with, right,
Go ahead.
is, because I've seen it on TikTok, right,
Alright, go on.
is it okay to support two football teams?
Not a chance.
So in no circumstance.
Well, if it's like, for an example, like United and Bows or something like that,
Yeah,
I'd
that's
do that, but like,
Well-
for example, United and bleeding Leicester or something, that's not alright.
Yeah, not from the same country, I'd say no. But
yeah.
from two different clubs, like just like I'd say two at max.
Like one English team, one Irish team, that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Or
I'd accept
they,
that.
say you have like a favourite team in the Bundesliga or La Liga. For me, it'd be Chelsea and Atletico Madrid.
Fair.
So I see that as
Say
being
in the Bundesliga.
yeah.
Let to go out.
That's why I said Bundesliga and La Liga.
Alright.
Uh,
It's my bad.
do you want to hear my argument for that?
Go on.
So I support Aston Villa, obviously, as you know, right?
Yeah.
But when Villa, like when I was growing up, was always near the bottom of the table.
Don't even say
I used to
Oh no!
Have-
I know where this is going.
no, because it runs in my family, Liverpool, right?
Yeah.
So at the top of the table, when like title races was going on, like I would always have a little like want for Liverpool to top it rather than City. Or so
But
it
Liverpool have only been in the title race the last few seasons. When we
Yeah,
were
but-
growing up, it was always either Chelsea, City, or
Yeah.
United.
back when like Brendan Rodgers, like in that kind of
You had one
Yeah.
season. The rest of
Yeah,
them,
but-
you were mid-table.
okay, that was when we started getting relegated and also. And then when we were in the championship, I would always like want Liverpool to do well. Out of the top teams, it was like I hate them the least, so I don't support them. Like
No, I get that, but obviously it's understandable why I would hate Liverpool or
yeah,
City.
yeah. Well, obviously you're a United fan.
Yeah.
Like
I cannot stand Arsenal.
And we're going to get hate comments for that as well.
Yeah, but
I just want to say that I'm actually contemplating deleting Snapchat. See the update?
oh, with the stories on top of the
Yeah, it looks so like weird now.
door, it's so bad.
I actually
Yeah.
hate that.
Yeah.
it's absolutely wank. Better off changing to Facebook.
I think I am 40.
Snapchat is seeming to head towards just being for more like teenagers. For adults,
It always has been.
yeah, adults
Yeah.
will be more or less WhatsApp or Messenger.
Yeah.
Really.
I probably used that from older, but like
Yeah.
now it's still use Snapchat.
Yeah. Snapchat is meant for sexting, you know that, yeah?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Obviously, because what other app do you know that deletes snaps as soon as you view it? Well, other maybe Instagram.
I don't know.
But yeah, so Snapchat is meant for like chats deleting and all. It's meant for sexting. Let's be real there.
Yeah. Well, it's mainly for
Like, what other apps have you ever?
It's mainly for privacy reasons they do it,
Yeah.
but it's like realistically most people use it for sexting, sending naughty pictures and all
Yeah.
that. We know what you do.
Like the amount of cheating that goes on Snapchat is crazy. Not me personally. No, definitely not me personally. Yeah, I wish like I could just use WhatsApp and Instagram and not touch Snapchat ever because it's such a bad app. Like
It is.
Yeah, it's gone to absolute dogs. Like what the fuck?
like literally, let's say like a 12 or 13-year-old girl downloads that, right, and she's not going to know everything about the app. Her location is on, like she just has to click allow and her location is on. As you said, a 40-year-old man adds her and he can see where she is.
Yeah,
Some
that's
people probably
creepy
say
as
as well.
fuck.
Some people like clicking allow without even knowing what it is.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
see,
like, they
it's
don't,
it's
like-
like accepting terms and conditions.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Accept,
It's like whatever,
location,
yeah, whatever.
allow, yeah.
You should
Just
really
to
look
use the app.
like when accepting things. Obviously, like look over it a quick sec to realise what it is.
I always have ghost mode on.
Do you notice how Snapchat is the only app that you get a notification when someone's typing?
Yeah.
No other app does
Yeah.
it. And that's
Unless
the
you're
real-
on the app. Unless you're on the other app.
like,
If you're on
if
WhatsApp,
you're on
yeah,
if you're on
WhatsApp, yeah,
WhatsApp,
it shows
it
it.
comes up typing or recording audio.
But on Instagram, if you're in a chat, the three dots will come up.
Yeah, yeah.
Or Messenger.
Yeah, it's kind of weird,
But
but
Snapchat, you get a
again, it's
notification
also
for it.
like because the video of having a group, it's also to say like who is putting the message into the group. Like if
Yeah.
you want to respond to someone, you're waiting for someone to respond to you. You get a notification because you might have multiple people at it. Basically, Snapchat Premium as well. Like, what the fuck is that about?
The build must have been a bit fucking high for them.
Yeah, like
I
I
can
bought it
go-
once just for
That's what I was gonna say. I can
I
confirm.
haven't. I thought
I've
it
never
was,
bought it.
it was a bad idea.
the
Like
backgrounds are just good for.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it's good for.
maybe, but it's like, what other uses does it have? And it's been what,
Nothing.
10 or €12 a month, I think it is.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't remember from how much for a year. I don't remember how much that was. I
But,
bought that one and then I just didn't buy it again.
Do you know what the term emotionally intelligent means?
Yeah.
being able to control your
In
emotions at the
difficult
right
situations.
times and
Yeah.
the wrong times. Yes.
So
Like if someone or something is really annoying you, you have to just stay calm, professional.
Yeah, because
see, so I was watching the TikTok. When I was on TikTok last night, I seen it, and it was like when someone slags you, or like when someone's like bullying you, and you're like emotionally intelligent. So the first thing you think of is what's going wrong in their life to make them want to.
yeah,
So, like, no word of a lie, like, I've been on TikTok for a long time, and every time I get a hate comment, well, no, hate comment is different. Like, if someone's scrolling the For You page and they slag
It's
you,
different than in person, like bullying or whatever.
yeah,
well, all forms of bullying should not be tolerated at all.
yeah, I know.
Like, it's disgraceful.
But no,
Like,
I think it is a bullying if someone just is scrolling the For You page and they comment, haha, Specky or something. I don't think
No, it's just
No.
trying to have a little mess.
Yeah.
But there's people out there who take it way further,
Yeah.
take it like
It's our
more
trying to
drastic.
message you.
Yeah.
And personally, like it's not nice. It can lead people to do things which is
Which they
well,
shouldn't have to
unfortunate.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but sometimes it's like, why would you do that unless you've been through it yourself? Like, there's no excuse for it. There's no like, there's a reason why like it's going to get thrown like heavy trouble for doing it, because it's literally not fair on the other person.
Like, when, well, personally, on the podcast account anyway, I don't get the most hate. You do.
Yes, I
For
do.
some
Yeah.
reason.
Well,
If you have to
honestly,
deal with
to
that.
God, I do not care, and I laugh at the comments.
Exactly, that's...
Oh, yeah.
when,
Same me.
see, when someone slags me, right, the first thing I think is, like, let's say they say, Nathan has a shit haircut, because I did get that the other day, and I'm just sitting there, right, and the first thing I think of is what's going wrong in his life that made him just, instead of pointing out something positive from the video, like, very funny, or like whatever, or even like, he goes,
It's just the first
his-
bad thing that comes
yeah,
to
yeah.
his mind.
Yeah,
and he just comments that, and I'm like, well, what's going wrong in your life for you to go on the internet and sit behind the keyboard and say something? Like, it's
like, be that, like, we do not care about those comments. Like, we will just keep doing this. If you want to tell us to
It's
stop
jealousy,
doing it,
that's
we will
what it has
not
to be.
stop.
And you just
So-
they're just afraid to say it in person.
you know, like, as I said, on a single video, it's not too bad. They're just like making a joke, or whatever. But there's people out there
They
that
are
like,
doing it in multiple videos.
they're going onto our account, one
Every
video,
video.
commenting, next video, commenting, same thing, and it's like,
Some people even message, didn't they?
yeah, it's,
Like,
the messages are
Besides,
crazy.
like, this podcast or whatever we do, I go onto TikTok and I see different videos, and there does be the same person in multiple of that channel's like videos,
Yeah.
typing the same thing, and I'm like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
I've even
Like,
like scrolled and seen some of Nathan's videos come up, and I checked the comments,
Oh, they're bad,
and
yeah.
then there's some people trying to slide
Like,
off.
very
for you to do that, that means you're going into the channel, selecting the video that you want to watch, putting in the comments, going on to the next one, doing the same thing over and over again, and it's like, where's the point in that?
Yeah.
There is no
Well,
point.
May I just add?
Fat
No,
boy,
but-
McDonald's get your order wrong, did Oh, TikTok.
And can I just clarify? Nobody's forcing you to watch our videos.
Exactly.
No,
Just
like,
block
just
us if you
scroll-
don't want it. Yeah.
Like, block us, scroll past, whatever, like, we do not care. Like,
If it really bothers you that much, right? So you hold down the screen and you click not interested, and our video shouldn't pop up on your For You page anymore. And if they keep coming up, just block. Like,
the accounts.
but if you want to keep commenting, that's on you as well. But I'm just saying, if you actually don't enjoy it, don't
Or if
watch
there's a
it.
lot of videos that may bother you, just close out the app, yeah? Hold down TikTok.
Go to the
hit
gym.
You do that as well. You
And
can
then-
you delete TikTok and then, yeah.
you wouldn't be able to go through the turnstiles, their cunts are that fat.
What would you say? This is a bit of a tough question. What would you say is your proudest achievement?
I'd probably say it has to be me half marathon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fair enough. Do you want to let the people know the time you got?
Yeah, 2 hours and 15 minutes.
I'll put that on
First
screen.
time. Yeah, you can put the picture of it on
Yeah,
screen.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
At the moment,
the end was very challenging.
Yeah,
So I was just like, it's like a normal jog. I was trying to think of like, just keep going, you'll get it.
yeah.
And
What was your tactic like? Were you just taking an easy pace for a certain bit, or were you just
I was taking a fairly like alright pace, like a
Yeah.
moderate one. I was taking like not good pace, like, and then at like 15 kilometers, like, oh Jesus, had to slow down and go slower, especially on uphill now.
What about you, Anta?
I that's a hard one to be fair.
Yeah. You can
Think
do something
of-
even as simple as like.
Yeah, probably
What about
because
getting a 180?
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Since I'm practicing darts a lot, the first time getting a 180,
You got two of them, didn't you?
I got one there the other week as well. So realistically, it may not be the best achievement, but for me, as someone who's practicing darts all the time, to get that first one, it feels brilliant. Like,
Yeah.
but another thing about darts is like you don't always need the 180. You can go for the triple 19s, the 18s.
Mm.
It's not always focused on the 180s.
That's what I think a lot of people need to get out of their head. So always going for triple 20s.
Yeah, triple 19s. If you get three of them, that's a 177.
Yeah.
It's only literally 3 points off from a 180.
Now, I think I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this,
It's
right?
not 171.
177.
Wait, what's it?
Three triple 19s. Is that not 171?
It is 171.
Is it not 177?
Treble 20, treble 20, treble 19 is 171.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's-
better.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, right? Or a lot of comments. I think my proudest achievement, wait for it, is my goal in Premier.
Oh yeah.
I posted a Fortnite video the other day, and actually my own little cousin commented, scored a goal in Premier, by the way, with a load of fire emojis. Think you're slagging.
But that's like still good because like
Yeah,
amateur level / what we play at, it's like you're not at the pro leagues, so the Premier will be like close to that, and
yeah.
from what I've watched, it seems really difficult. You have to do like everything, and it just seems like unless you're out and out striker, to get a goal, it just seems difficult.
To be, see that like when you're in Premier, to be like top of that league, like, what would it actually take?
Well, like top of the league, the team I
Saying teamwork, obviously.
yeah, and just like I don't know, like usually at under 18s, a lot of the people that are good enough to make it have already left the DDSL
Or they're already pro.
or they're already pro, yeah.
Right.
But like that team I scored against Cherry Orchard, they won the All Ireland the year before, like that exact.
Yeah,
team.
Cherry Orchard is one of the best teams in Ireland at that
Yeah.
level. So
But like the reason why it's my proudest achievement is because like at under 15s I was playing 5 leagues below that, and so it seemed like nearly.
So basically championship equivalent.
no,
No,
League
no.
2, I'd say that.
Oh.
Yeah, like there's Premier Major, A, A1, B, B1, and I was playing B1, so it's actually like,
Jesus. Lowest tier.
yeah, literally. And so, obviously the part where I took it down in my notes then, a few years before that, but the part that makes it like, oh my god, how did I do that? Number 1 was, it was my last game, right?
Yeah.
And number 2,
You did train a bit before, didn't you?
yeah. Well, remember me, actually, us 3
Yeah, Jamie.
and the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, when I was 7 or 8, and obviously you were in my class, so you know I was in a bad accident,
Oh, yeah.
and I was told by like the doctors and all that, like, you'll never play football again without a helmet. But then when I was like 9, I was like, obviously felt like the odd one out on the football pitch, the only kid wearing a helmet,
Helmet.
so I just stopped wearing it when I wasn't supposed to, and then I scored the header. So it's like, don't listen to the doctors, kids.
No, I actually do
You probably
because
But some of them actually don't know what they're talking
Oh,
about.
stop.
some do, but it's like most of them know what the fuck they're saying, and there's a reason why they're getting paid that high amount of money.
Yeah.
But they all follow the same script though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do feel like I have done permanent damage to my brain. Like, it's why I think I
Some
went back.
actually probably feel like damage has definitely been done.
Yeah, definitely. Like even some, like I'll die for a header. Like you seen even when we were over in the Astra when
Oh,
John
yeah.
like my brick hard football
Yeah.
and like you're kicking it and I'm just headering it like I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Play the clip.
People like, nah, I can barely sometimes kick that. I'm like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Actually, just finishing off on this whole goal and permanent because it was nearly 2 years ago, right? You can actually see. I'm gonna play the clip, right? You can see when Mo, you know Mo?
Yeah.
When he gets the ball and he's running in and I'm calling for it, as he passes it, right, like my foot was killing me. Like I got
Trotted on.
no, I had something wrong with my toe because like 2 or 3 games before I got stood on and like my toenail just came right off. and it was one of them really sore ones, right? So I was
Jesus.
playing in like agony. You don't understand, like I know it's just a toenail, but it was agony for every
No,
minute
that
I was
would hurt
playing.
if the ball touched it.
Yeah. So you can see when the ball's coming to me, I'm like kind of limping, and I'm like, fuck it, there's just like 5 minutes left in the half. Just this could be our like last time you touch the ball. So I just took it, crossed it in, and my teammate shot blocked, and then obviously Jason crossed it in, and I
You
was like,
headed it, yeah.
fuck it, let's go. And I went in. So
There you go.
Happy days.
don't listen to the doctors, kids.
Moving swiftly on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what is your biggest fears or biggest phobias that you have?
Phobias.
Yeah.
Probably arachnophobia.
Spiders.
Yeah.
Wait, what? You don't? Do you have arachnophobia?
That's
It's no, I mean when it comes to like tarantulas and all.
Yeah, well, obviously you'd be afraid of because they can kill you, but like,
yeah.
I don't think tarantulas can.
They can. It's just most of the time.
We'd be
don't.
alright though if we got bitten.
Yeah.
and all that. But it's like
Like-
all the spiders you see in Australia and all, I'd be scared
Yeah.
of.
There's a lot stronger. Like people think tarantulas because they're big, but most of the time their venom levels can be treated. Like you have like 2-3 days to get treated.
Their venom is meant for the prey primarily though.
Yeah,
what's the most venomous
whereas
spider?
like
Probably the funnel web in Australia.
yeah,
It's
there's
just
other
the funnel
spiders
web.
out there with
They're the
stronger venom
deadliest,
to
they're the
kill
deadliest
humans.
spider on the planet.
Yeah.
So I think that's it, yeah.
Black Widow spiders. Spiders?
Spiders.
I can't think today. I honestly. Black Widow spiders.
Huntsman, man, they're huge.
They're
very
venomous as well.
yeah, but it's not that bad though.
No, I think the false widows ones are scared more than fucking the Black Widow ones.
It's huntsman though, they range in size. They're like the size of your hand and they're even bigger.
I know. What the fuck?
But you know what surprised me there when you said spiders is that like if I seen a spider in my room, I'd be gone. I'd be out of that room. Fuck that. Like
No, I'd
but
probably
you,
kill them.
Yeah, so you're able to stand up to them and say fuck you and do
No,
something.
no, in fairness,
They're
like, I
small,
remember a
they're not too
time
bad though.
I was just lying on my bed and all of a sudden I felt something like fall on my head and I was like, what the fuck's that? So I jumped out of my bed, I looked on the ground. There's this like, for us it'd be like a big spider, but
Yeah.
like it's like
Oh,
to
yeah.
other spiders it's little tiny
Yeah,
oak.
yeah.
So I'm just like,
Like a
okay, you want to be
typical
like that? I
house
just
spider.
I just grabbed my shoe and just went, douche.
Is it
Get
a typical
fucked.
Ireland house spider?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, it's just,
But they sometimes pick up daddy long legs.
Oh, they're
Oh,
actually
no,
funny
I can't
looking
do it.
spiders, I love them.
Fuck that.
It's like, you see them and
It's
it's
just
like,
all the
what the
big spiders
fuck?
and all I'm scared
Yeah.
of.
But,
Yeah, fair.
yeah, my fear, and you know this, is heights. I, no,
Stanley clips.
and play the clip. No, like any,
Oh.
like, fear, like
Understanding
any
the full
height.
table.
That like I know that like if I fall or like something goes wrong that can do serious damage. I'm like I start shaking. It's like a mad vertigo feel type of thing, where it's like even if I'm at like let's go hydro for example,
Yeah.
and it's just something simple that's like 40 foot. When I was up there, I was
So were you not,
shaking.
were you not like proud after even 20 foot?
I was, yes, but it was a bit like going back up again. I was
Down
like,
yourself.
yeah, it was like I can't do this. Like mine was just like, what the fuck?
So what's like crossing the line for you, like in terms of heights? Like what could you do and what can't you do?
That's a good question.
See, like simple small fences, I'm able to just climb over because I've done it. Kind of either get my football kicked over a neighbour's garden or something. I've done that a lot of times.
Yeah.
It's just like taller ones where it's like Astros or stuff like that, where it has like a small like gap where you can't really have more of a controlled climb. It never appeals to me to climb over
I
stuff
used to
like
love
that.
climbing ladders.
Yeah, climbing was leaving, but you were a better climber than me. Do you remember
A tree.
climbing over into the tree? But
You used to do it the mad risky way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the gate. I don't know how you didn't die.
because I couldn't climb the way you did. I just
Just
couldn't.
run up the wall.
Yeah, yeah. Like one time, right, it was a Wednesday, I remember, right, and I had me Sandy Hill training and stuff on, right,
Yeah.
and when I was climbing over the risky way, my jersey got caught on the fence,
Oh.
and I was like, if I drop her, I'm gonna just be hanging. So I needed to like carefully take one hand off and like
Yeah.
oh, it was dodgy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that tree was actually good though, and they chopped it down.
Oh, stuff. Yeah.
What would your fear be then?
Oh yeah.
Obviously,
Pigeons.
that's so. When I was younger, right, I was in a farm, I think it was New Bridge Farm. You know that farm?
Yeah.
Either New Bridge.
Is that what meant on the skill tour?
No. That's the. Actually, it might have been New Grange Farm. You know that one?
Ah, yeah.
And so me and my uncle was walking down, like to look at, like I can't remember what animal it was, but it was like just one way thing where you can walk up and it's a dead end, but you're looking at an animal.
Yeah.
And as we're walking up, a peacock is following us, right? And I absolutely shit myself. I was like, and my uncle was like, found it funny because obviously the peacock's not going to hurt us, right?
Yeah.
But he was just breaking his heart laughing. I was like, and then she was like, pick me up. He picked me up, right? And then about an hour later, he like lifted me over like to pick these apples, right?
Yeah.
And this like fence, the fence only look up to here, but obviously I'm 6 or 7, so I'm
you were not,
smaller
like,
than
the height of it,
yeah. And he goes, oh yeah, pick a few of them apples. So I'm standing over there picking the apples, and then a peacock comes running at me, and obviously the only way I can get back out is him lifting me over.
Oh.
And I'm screaming like, and he literally waits until the peacock gets that far away from me before taking me out there, and I was traumatised. So now, anything with a set of wings, whether it be like a pigeon or a fucking seagull, like I hate them, I can't stand birds. Even butterflies, like I shit myself with a
I
butterfly.
remember there was one in Dermy to get rid of it.
Yeah,
Sprayed it, oh.
do you remember, I actually came up on this day last year, do you remember there was like a bee, and I said pigeon invaders, and it kept hitting the ceiling.
Oh,
And
man.
then landed on this whole table, and you went up and you were like, it's getting pissed on you.
Oh, I grabbed
I
that
remember
and
that,
brought it
yeah.
to the toilet.
Do you have any like non-physical fears? So like you're not afraid of like a spider or a bird or something. Like it's more like you know something
Fear of something happening.
like a fear of death
Yeah.
or a fear of like even like anxiety is a fear, like anxiety of something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get you.
I think I have a fear of well, death is definitely one. Like it's just fucking what the fuck happens, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, for me, that is like when the time comes, it comes. Like it's just gonna happen. Happens to everyone.
But then like
That's the same. I've kind of accepted it's going to happen one day.
yeah, like obviously that's something you have
Like-
to accept, but like what happens though? Do you just rot underground or is
No.
there something else?
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, to people who are still alive, yeah, we'll be rotten. But like when you're dead, I depends on what you believe in, really. For me,
You believe in God, don't you?
yeah,
So you believe like
in heaven and hell and all that, yeah. Like I believe when I die, I'll go to either heaven or hell. I believe that when people do themselves in, as a polite way to put it, they go to purgatory, where like they wait there until
Oh, yeah, I know what you're saying.
God can judge whether they deserve to go to hell for what they did or to heaven for like what they've done on their life.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like when you do yourself in, there's probably different reasons to do it. But like, it isn't a good thing. Obviously, that isn't ever a good thing. But it's like doing it that way, people frown upon a lot. But you need to understand why they did it. They could go through a rough life. They might owe a lot of money out, and we're gonna get done in either way. Or probably something dramatic happened, and they just can't go on about it.
yeah.
So I'm actually trying to think of like the non-physical fears.
For me, one of them is a fear of letting people down a lot. A lot of the time, it's like if
Oh,
I
yeah,
say
yeah,
something that I'm gonna do it, it's like most of the time.
You have
Once
to
I
do it.
tell you that I'm gonna do it, I have to try find a way to do it.
Yeah.
Because if I let someone down, it'll just feel like I get mad guilty at home. Like, what could I have done? What couldn't I have done? Like, yeah, like just a fear of letting people down.
I have a huge fear of failure.
Oh, I think I know what you mean.
Like I can't fail. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I just have to do something. Like do you know what I mean? Do something positive, productive.
Yeah.
Because if not, it's like oh shit, I'm a failure. Do you know what I
I
mean?
might actually just my mind's sort of similar. It's like if it doesn't work out, that's my worst thing.
Yeah,
Like most people's normal is my worst scenario.
yeah. I get you.
You just need to get like one step ahead of everyone to make sure that you can live your best life
Yeah.
and just make sure you're productive as possible.
But some people are like oblivious to that stuff,
No.
and
Yeah.
either they don't realise it ever, or they do too late.
This guy keeps commenting, right? He's commented like 4 times already. And he's even getting to the stage where he's saying, asking for this day 3, day 4, right?
Oh Jesus.
He wants us to talk about aliens. And
We can do it now, can we?
we can, yeah, but I'm not a scientist or a fucking archaeologist. No, that's not what archaeologists don't look for aliens.
No, they look for fossils
Yeah.
and stuff like that relating to
Alright,
dinosaurs.
that's
So, what do you know about aliens? Or what don't you know about aliens?
There's a lot I don't know, and there's not
Yeah.
really a lot I do know.
Yeah, nicely.
Realistically, I think the prospects of there being other life forms out there is actually real, I believe. But one thing I don't believe is this bollocks of that there's aliens in Area 51. I don't believe that. I just think
I
that
don't know
it's-
where that came about from. Actually.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. I think it's just a top secret military base.
You know, but isn't it
And I think
a
that
place where they research all, like,
there is places out there like this all over the globe. There
Area
is.
51 is basically a nuclear testing site.
That's what I'm thinking. Like Area 51 being.
Yeah, they
like,
see the way it's in like Nevada and the like desert. They test nukes and stuff there.
yeah, that's. And I think that's the reason why they don't want anyone going there is because like obviously radiation from nukes and all that.
And it's a restricted airspace, so if you fly over, you'll get shot down.
Yeah, so it's like, and I think that's where they have like all the high-ranking generals and officials for like the armies over there.
Yeah, I think also they just test out their aircraft, don't they?
Yeah,
Like the jets and all.
but like, I have an argument for it, right, to prove that aliens are definitely real. What define aliens?
No, it's obviously not what you
extraterrestrial
see in
life
bleeding
forms.
movies and all that.
It's not like mad freaky looking people or anything.
Yeah, so just like define, like in a really like short sentence, define what an alien is.
Species that's not native to this planet.
Would you say
Form of
life on another planet?
Form of life, yes.
So, let's say, like a daffodil, right? Let's say a daffodil or something was growing on Mars. Would that be an alien? Because it is life on another
It
planet.
could be considered an alien, yeah.
There you go. So, are you trying to tell me across the whole millions of galaxies everywhere, there's not one like bit of life, and that doesn't mean someone that can go around having a wank
No.
and all. That
It-
means like someone.
It
that,
could be like, because the fact is we're
So
in a
we don't
solar
truly
system
know
as
that.
it is, right? We could be the only like life planet in our solar system, and I think that's what people don't realize is the fact is, Earth may be just one planet in the solar system that has life, but there could be other solar systems out there that has multiple planets with lives
Yeah.
and shit like that. That's why I believe yes, there could be extra life out there. It's just
It's a possibility though.
There has to be.
we just don't have the materials or the knowledge to get past our Milky Way.
Yeah. But like, what's a scarier fact? There is other life out there, or there's no other life out there. What's scarier?
Probably that there's no other life.
There's no other life, yeah.
Exactly, because that's like we've been given like yous are the only ones do something, and it's like oh shit, and we have a bunch of. That'll have to be believed.
Yeah.
Actually, we have a bunch of ranked teammates.
I'm not gonna believe that. Nah, literally.
I mean, he did get tagged in one of our recent videos, so
Yeah. But I think, from what I've seen, I think aliens built the pyramids in Egypt. Agree? Disagree?
disagree.
So,
Because
I sort
this
of
is
agree.
one thing that actually, I'll say,
How did they
basically,
all line up and all that?
exactly.
probably because slavery was a thing back in the day.
As if they're lifting them rocks.
You think?
We have hundreds of men pulling out their weight power. Yeah,
Okay.
you could bring those boulders.
But how many would you say though? How many men?
At least 300-400 per block.
Okay. Do you know how the blocks
Go ahead.
are the size of this pool table?
Yeah, I know.
So, are you going to
Could
say
be.
300-400 people?
Yes, it could be possible.
There's three
And
of
they're
us.
They're like the same width of it.
There's three of us and we barely fit around the pool table. You think 400 men is fitting around this pool table carrying a block?
They wouldn't be fitting around it though, because they would be on chains or whatever they had to make them into slaves. Because back in the day, it's
Didn't you know it was
proven
slavery back then.
they did.
Yeah.
The ancient Egyptians did
Oh.
have slavery,
Oh yeah, yeah.
so that's how like they built their towns and all that. So that's why I'm thinking maybe one of the pharaohs wanted a great big idea done, so he got all his men, all his resources to
What
get
resource?
this.
You have basically nothing back then.
Yeah, exactly. Like
That's
this is
to what we
4,000
know.
4,000 years ago.
That's to what we know. but
Explain why the 7 wonders of the world line up around the world.
coincident.
Coincidental.
Yes.
Whoever
Yeah.
existed back then obviously knew something we didn't,
Exactly.
and obviously planning something. So it's for a reason.
If you're
It's just a
saying
coincidence.
coincidental, do you know how big the Earth is?
No.
For the 7 wonders, like the 7 things people don't know how they're there, they all line up.
It is a bit strange, yes.
It's crazy.
See,
And do you notice how in all the pyramids there's these pictures, right, of alien looking figures, right? And it's like, oh, but they look too much like an alien. But where did we get the idea of what an alien looks like?
Practically because back in the day they used to carve shit into stone. So they're sort of art.
but where did they get that from?
So what? They're definitely not drawing humans because these do not look like humans.
No, these are drawing something else.
And they're drawing what looks like a UFO, but how do they know what a UFO looks like? They're drawing helicopters 4,000 years ago. How do they know what helicopters look like? There's all these questions that it's like, nah, it's just a load of slaves. It's definitely not just a load of slaves. It has to be some form of intelligent life that is not humans.
And if humans were to build that, I'd say it's possible. How long did that even take to build?
Oh,
one?
but they're
Yeah, so-
taking at least a few hundred years to build it. At the
There's
very least.
I seen a Joe Weller video, right, where he was talking about it, and he said for the time span that they said it took them to make the Great Pyramid of Giza, they would have had to put up, like if the maths is matting,
I think I remember you showing me a bit of you.
they would have had to put up 231 blocks a day, 24/7.
What?
400 people around the one block, 231 times a day, no stop, 24/7.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound very possible to me.
Maybe.
Did you watch Mr. Beast video where he explored it? No, he was in there and he was seeing like all this crazy shit, and there's like places that humans have never been in there. Like there's tombs and all in there with dead people.
There's loads of tombs all over the world.
Yeah,
Like under Italy has a shit ton of tombs.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking this from one of my favourite games, like
I was
Assassin's
gonna say
Creed.
you're talking about
No,
Assassin's Creed,
like,
it's actually real.
That's actually real. There's a lot of tombs under not ancient, but like real life cities, such as Rome, Florence, Milan.
No, there's actually like grave robbers and all that.
Yeah, like there's a lot of tombs underneath those like churches and all that.
and if someone texted us, right?
Yeah.
They said, "Hello there, Wrong Socks crew. Me and the gang challenge you to an ultimate Fortnite game. Winner gets it up the hole by Anto. You down?"
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh.
Are you down?
Now listen, the idea it's alright, but I reject.
Tempting.
I reject.
I count myself out of that.
Yeah. Any type of freaking shit you see me doing is just acting on, to be honest with you.
Or is it?
I do not carry on like that.
Yeah, you got some. Do you know the Lily Phillips video? Where you were
Oh.
obviously messing. He's not gonna put a firework up a woman.
Yeah, like you take the shit I say way too fucking serious.
The comments
Most of the time,
crazy on that.
I am very like
People actually
in
fall
real
for
life.
it.
I'm a more
Yeah.
serious person than what I see on the videos.
Yeah.
I do it for all entertainment purposes. Do not take any of this out of context.
What do we think of it?
Tottenham. Shit. Oh wait.
Luke Bennett and fucking Bevo.
And Simple
Oh
Simple
my
Simple.
god!
Oh.
I've seen that, man.
I
What
didn't know you saw
the
that.
fuck? Oh,
How did it come
No,
to that?
no, what?
How did it?
like
Go to that.
we do not have anything.
Todd Lily Phillips voices.
We do not have anything
No, I'm
wrong with
talking about
Kate.
how did like Luke Bennett
So-
and David Simple Simon just come to that?
I watched the video for research purposes only.
Oh.
No, I didn't actually watch the video.
Whoa, hold on a minute there.
I thought about Simple Simon though.
Yeah, yeah.
It's actually a video of them three.
Yes!
I've seen a picture of them.
They're all
No.
lying in bed.
Yeah, I've seen a picture of it. Are you usually fed up at your jobs at the moment? Or you just feel stuck?
In a way,
Like, does it sometimes, like the thought of going to work at night or something?
No.
Some days it does be like, "Ah, shit, back in here. Want to get this day over and done with," but that's because of my personal mood. It's just like I'm just having a bad day. Woke up in a bad mood, and some days it actually does help to go to work because like you're focusing on getting your shit done. I don't see the time.
I haven't
Yeah.
worked, yeah.
And you don't see your time flying by.
Yeah.
And then some days it's like, why is this dragging in? So it's like, at the moment I'm just getting back to work, took a week's holidays, so can't wait to go back.
I like before, like I've had days where I'm like, oh fuck this job, but now the only reason and I don't give a fuck if anyone in my job sees this, go fuck yourself. Hate the lot of you, but actually, because like I haven't drank in 2 months already,
Yeah.
and I haven't touched any like form of like nicotine, or obviously clean off weed over a year, so I've absolutely no distraction. So every day I wake up, like, do you know like that euphoric feeling when like you're just having a really good time like in life? I get that every morning I'm waking up now. I'm like, so nothing, like even if I had to go and fucking, I don't know, do something like the most boring thing ever, like I still
You find a way to make it interesting.
yeah. So even I'm going into work and I hate every single one of the cunts in there, and my managers give me all the worst shifts ever, I'm just still having a good time. But the reason I'm leaving the job is because fucking the shifts that I'm getting, we get the fuck. But I'm not hating life because of it. I'm just saying, right, yeah, it's a shit.
You need to move on. That's what you're
Yeah.
trying to say.
Yeah.
It's like,
See, I'm different. I'm like, I check when I'm off, a day off, which is today, thankfully.
Yeah.
And I just don't really want to think about work. I just don't really get fed up with it.
Yeah.
And every time I see that I'm in, I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
It just does me head in.
see,
And then obviously I get more annoyed when like, I have to deal with customers a lot.
But you know the way you said, like, oh, on your day off, you're like, oh, I'm not thinking about work.
Yeah.
Even in work, I don't think about work. Because, like, I'm only packing shelves, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's all.
And whenever a customer comes over, I'm like, oh yeah, that oil there, that oil there. So, even
I'm
in
doing a
work,
couple of things like.
yeah. Obviously, so am I. I'm not saying all I do is sit
Yeah,
there.
there's like
yeah,
more
yeah.
shit to be done.
But, like, even in work, I'm thinking, oh yes, after work, I'm gonna be recording.
I think my favourite part about working there is like, I know it might sound weird, but just seeing what like new things coming on delivery. I just be like, oh cool, we got this shit in.
Payday is just the best day,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Like if you're thinking like, oh, what's good about work? If you think about it, right, you can get whatever you want. You
It's
can,
money in your pocket.
yeah. Like as a kid growing up, we were lucky to get about 10, 15 euro. Or maybe our birthday comes around and we get, what, 100, 150. Certain people, if you're spoiled, you might get more.
Mm.
But, like, you only get those, like, lump sums on your birthdays or your Christmas. But now, if you have a weekly paying job, you get that every week, every 2 weeks in some places, or, unlike me, every month. But for me, if I do all those hours, that lump sum can go really, really well.
Like for me, it depends how many days I do in my job. It can vary on how I get paid.
Most of the time I do at least, at the moment, 5 days a week.
Not bad.
The hours may vary, but
Yeah.
at the moment I've done 5.
So I'm just every week 5 days. Yeah, like the reason why I'm not gonna rush to leave my job is because it's actually alright. Like,
There's good days and bad days.
yeah, but like if I look at it the way, like, I just turn up every day to talk to people. That's what I do. Like I'm
Just
just
go in,
talking to people and packing the shelf.
this,
That's all.
my
I'm
mindset going in most days is go in, grab a cage if there's cages there. If someone needs help them out. If the cardboard needs to be done, get it done.
doing.
Like
Yeah.
just, and then by the time you actually have that all finished up, it's time to go. So, you know, by the end of the month for me, I see my payslip. That's it.
So you was working like grocery shops, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there is some, I think there is some like clothes section in Tesco. Obviously working primarily at clothes shop.
Yeah, I wouldn't like.
And
to-
people obviously get a bit annoyed and don't put stuff back where it is. And we
Yeah.
have to do that, and then we have to
Yeah.
like fix everything.
In all fairness, in the
Which is
bigger
so
ranges
annoying.
of my company, they do clothes as well. And I've worked in the bigger shops because I had to go do support a few times. And I've seen how complex like their warehouse is because they have a lot of clothes, how to sort them out. Like they have a different team of staff just for clothes.
Oh yeah.
And then like each staff member would have their own aisle to deal with. They like this place, they wouldn't get cages, but they'd get pallets.
Uh-huh.
Now, roughly, pallets have at least a cage and a half worth of items on there,
Yeah.
and this company like gets around 13 to 14 pallets,
Jesus.
per delivery. So
That's a lot.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I think that concludes it. Peace.